Alright, so we are back at the same mining rig that we were working on the other day. We fixed this fan the other day here. We had a power outage last night, and this is the issue that I'm now experiencing. Sorry, got the hiccups, by the way. So now my
Since this is a CPU debug light, my first thought is that the firmware that I updated this motherboard's BIOS with has become corrupt. So what I'm going to attempt to do is to reset the BIOS and reset it back to its factory default settings. So that requires to remove the battery and then ensure that there is no power within the board at all. No power within the server power supply. Let all the power completely leave the board for about 10 seconds or so, and then reinstall everything. And then we'll be back up and, well, I say we'll be back up and running. We're going to see if we can get this thing back up and running. Clean the battery off, reinstall it. Plug it back in. And we'll see if we can get past the CPU debug light. It's not rebooting.
Alright, so
So since we are having a CPU debug light issue, what we're going to have to do is take everything out and get down to the motherboard and to the CPU this a little bit further. The CPU Debug Light, or actually the old Debug Light kind of feature on the motherboard, is intended to let you know certain issues that are going on with the motherboard. And we're getting a CPU issue, so that could be a magnitude of things, or a few different things. It could be the power getting to the CPU. It could be there's an issue with the CPU, where it could be something with the motherboard. Something could be burnt out or fried on the motherboard from the power outage or power surge. So I really need to just get in here and kind of check this thing out. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that the motherboard is fine, and I'm really hoping that the CPU is fine. I guess it could be, it still could be something related to the power, and getting power to the CPU, because we do have some adapters with the wires. Yeah, not really sure what's going on here yet. So this is the 580 rig. We got 580s. They are a mixture of different brands, if you will, but they are all RX 580s. Currently, this one pushes out about 160 mega hash on Ethereum. That's what I've been mining this on, is Ethereum exclusively. I haven't done any dual mining or anything like that yet. Just been mining straight Ethereum with it. My whole thought on dual mining is I don't want it really working overtime or working harder, putting any higher stress load on it than it needs to be right now. I still have to figure some stuff out with the power and power consumption. So I don't really want it pulling a lot more power to do dual mining. So just mainly been focusing on Ethereum, trying to stack as much Ethereum as I can before the merge. So let's see here, last one. See this a little bit better. I think the quickest thing to do, or quickest fix, even if it is a motherboard issue, rather than trying to fix the motherboard issue, may just be to swap it out. I'm hoping it's not a bad motherboard. Everything appears to be looking fine from here. Take this out and see if we can get a better look at it. Let's get a better look at this. So that way when I hook this back up, then we'll look at what's up. Even though I won't remember, I'll still have to look at the wiring. Alright, so it's a rear fan, or exhaust fan, one of them. So one of our other exhaust fans, one of our small circuits. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these screws out. We're going to get these screws out and we're going to inspect the motherboard a little bit further and see if we can isolate what exactly is going on. What I'm thinking is, if I can't exactly figure out what's going on, I'm probably going to have to just swap the motherboard. That would be the next thing in the troubleshoot. I don't have another CPU at the moment to swap out to see if it is the CPU. So the next step would be to swap the motherboard to isolate if it is an actual motherboard issue, and then if we get the CPU debug light on the next motherboard, then that would mean that we have the exact same issue. So that would mean that it's not the motherboard and it is something with the CPU. So let's have a look at this thing. Everything's looking good. All the connectors appear to be in good condition. Nothing looks out of the ordinary. All of the circuits look good. The resistors look good. I don't see anything that looks burnt. I don't see anything that looks like it's come undone from the board. Everything is still clean. I mean, this was a brand new board when I put it in. Got a really good deal on it for Amazon. So this is a brand new board and it still looks brand new. Nothing appears to be wrong with it at all. So, not really sure what we have going on here. Best thing I think would be the next step. All this is looking good. I can't isolate any specific issue. I think we need to swap the motherboard. That's got to be our next step. So we're gonna swap the motherboard and plug the CPU into that and see if we get the same issue. And if we get the same issue, then that means it could be the CPU or we got something else going on. So if you want to find out exactly what the issue is, see after we swap this out, like this video, subscribe. We've got more coming.